I'm Rob McKnight and we are at the Logies. Yes, the 2022 TV Week Logie Awards. They're back after a 2-year hiatus and we are on the red carpet talking to the stars as they make their way, some going for gold. We'll see what happens in this special videocast and podcast of TV Blackbox, which starts right now.
This is TV Blackbox, bringing you the inside goss from the TV industry.
Okay, Rebekah Elmalogi, which I still can't say your name, despite the fact
you did well. It's a good attempt.
Well, come on, you are one of the original soapy sex queens. Am I allowed to say that?
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say sex queen, but one of the originals for sure.
Believe me, I will say sex queen.
Thank you.
Let me ask you, it's a night when Neighbours will be celebrated.
Yeah.
It's a bittersweet night because of that, isn't it? It's
really
getting the
is.
recognition it deserves,
Yeah.
but it had to finish for it to get that.
Sure. And I think what our producers and the production wanted to do was take it out with a real bang.
Yep.
And make it really celebratory and make it, send it out on a real high. And I think they've really, really got there. And we've had so many amazing people come back and we've been celebrating non-stop. So it is bittersweet. It is really, really sad. And we're all very, very sad. But, all good things come to an end, I guess, in a way. It's...
And I believe there will be a special tribute to Neighbours tonight. Do you know anything about that?
Look, I do know that they're doing something, but I don't know exactly what. I'm really excited, and I'm really glad they are doing something.
Yeah, me too. It's got a lot of history.
It's got a lot of history. It's such an iconic show, and it's very well deserved. And when we were at the beginning of the red carpet, Ryan Maloney made a little speech to us all, just sort of saying, come on guys, this is our last Logies, for Neighbours, and let's all, really enjoy it and relax. And it made me tear up. So,
and Rebekah, but that's a serious thing. It employs so many people. Yes, the cast are here tonight, but the producers, the cameramen, it's going to create a big hole in the Australian television industry.
It really is. And it's, I know we talk about the Margot Robbies and the Guy Pearces and all those amazing people, but you've got to remember that a lot of our incredible crew have all started on our show and gone on to be, not just directors out in the industry, but, producers and all sorts of, incredible sort of roles and cameramen and, all sorts
absolutely.
of things. So I think people forget that, and it's a real... It's something that we're all really proud of, and we like to sort of talk about a lot, saying that will be really missed.
Well, you're going out with a bang. Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing Viviana Lorikeet.
Oh, well, it looks fabulous, my darling. Have a great Logies.
I can't breathe, but that's all right.
I'm with Stefan Dennis, of course. Stefan, a lap of honour for one of the greatest shows on television.
What, you want me to do that now?
No, well, only if it's a nudie run, of course. How are you feeling tonight, mate?
Pretty good, actually. This is like the final party, isn't it, for us?
Well, until you go and do the English parties.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, we are. We had the wrap, the unofficial wrap last week. We're having the official wrap next week. We've had the Logies this week. So it's just been one big party, really. Yeah.
And how's it been being there from the beginning and at the end and everything that's happened in between for such an iconic show?
Yeah, it's. I was out for 12 years, so I wasn't
I know
there.
That, but you were at the beginning.
But I was at the beginning of that, and I would have been devastated if I wasn't in the last scene. So without giving too much away, I am.
Hang on, he's in the last scene.
I'm in the last scene. Well, I was in the first, so I had to be in the last.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's a nice cycle.
And there's two other people as well, but I won't tell you who they are.
You've got me intrigued. You've got me intrigued. Well, mate, seriously.
No, in the first one.
The Channel 7 version you're talking about. I know my TV history, mate. Don't you worry about me.
Everybody would be going, oh, you mean Kylie and Jason?
No. That's why I didn't say Kylie and Jason, because I know they were only in the 10 version. Yeah. So there you go. When you think about that, what an amazing jump. Channel 7 had it, said, oh, no, we're done with it.
Yeah.
Channel 10 picked it up, and it turned into this amazing thing.
Well, we're kind of hoping that Channel 10's going to go, nah, we don't want to. Instead of Channel 9, it's your turn.
Stranger things have happened. People love a heritage brand.
Exactly, yeah.
Mate, seriously, congratulations on all your success, the music as well,
Yeah.
and everything that you've done in between, mate. Congratulations on a great achievement.
Great, good on you.
Thank
See
you,
next
Stefan.
time.
Yeah, cheers. It's my good friend Anthony Callea and his partner Tim.
We go way back.
Now, Anthony, I know that everyone thinks we've got bad blood, but we don't. It was a management thing with
Have we
Studio 10.
actually
We've
even
never
met?
met.
No.
This is our first time meeting. We've been in the press together.
Hashtag orcs.
Yeah, I know. But I thought, you know what? Logies is a place where you wipe the slate clean and you say anything that happened at Studio 10 was never about you. It was about your managers, right?
Publicist.
Publicist, right. There you go. There you go. And I believe former.
Former. Absolutely. So, yeah.
So you're now on my good list.
Oh, good, good.
Like you care.
so-
But anyway.
So glad I had 2 shots of tequila before I got here.
Boys, how is it? How has it been back at the Logies? It is great to have it back.
Oh, it's awesome, and it's great. Look, we're having a night of catch-up as well. We haven't seen a lot of people for
That's what it's about.
3 or over 3 years, so it's great. And look, the industry, we work TV, we work live as well, so to have the whole industry back up and running is brilliant. It'll be a nice sober night tonight.
Just don't come near me with a glass of red.
Yeah. It's
Why are you going to throw it? Oh, well, right, I thought you were going to throw it over me. Hey,
This is not the Housewives of Melbourne. Come on.
could be. It is. Who are you? Who are you wearing?
My mate Cornelio has designed a lot of my outfits over the years, and so Melbourne-based, Anton Jewelry, Melbourne. I'm looking after my peeps in Melbourne.
It looks great. And what about you, Tim?
I got the leftovers, so the offcuts from Cornelio, and then the rest of it's me. I'm probably one of the few people who paid for their clothing tonight.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And good luck with all the stuff you've been doing, guys, during COVID and the new things you've been doing online. It really, I think it has shown what is capable, what is possible, and you're setting a new frontier on that. So
Yeah,
congratulations.
We have to thank Uncle Dan Murphy for all of those things.
Lots of inspiration there.
Have a great Logies.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Good. It's Logies. You run into old friends. Jennifer Kite. It's been a million years, not that long, obviously, since we last made promos down at Channel 7. How are you?
Very, very well. Lovely to see you again.
It's great to see you too. And how is it going at 10? And you're headlining the news and doing great things there now.
I'm enjoying it. It's great to be back at 10. And it's great to be back at the Logies.
That's
Isn't
the key,
it
isn't it?
fabulous? It is. Back to normal. Life goes on. It's so good.
And why is it important for the Logies? This is the thing I think we need to get out tonight, why the Logies are important.
To celebrate the industry,
Australian
industry.
Yeah.
I think it's really important. We work hard. Everyone
hard.
loves their job. And it's great to sit back sometimes and recognise the amazing work people do and whoever is the most popular, because it's about the viewers
Yes.
and who they connect with and who they love, and let's celebrate it.
Absolutely. You've been on the Logie red carpet, you've done many of them. What is your best Logie story not fit for broadcast?
That's not fair.
Have a lovely Logies, Jen. Thank you so much.
Nice to see you.
Joe Griggs, how good to have you back on the Logies red carpet.
How good to have everyone back. It actually even started yesterday at the airport. Everyone was so excited about catching up that there was more gas bagging going. I think bags were just going round and round the carousel because same as everyone, we've all been missing that chance to actually mingle and chat, and the industry's so small. You all know everyone from everywhere and it's fun.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I know you're back here.
Yeah.
But COVID stopped the Logies for 2 years.
Yeah.
How much of an impact did it have on Better Homes and Gardens?
I think every production felt it. We felt like by the end of the second year, when we thought that we were finished dealing with it, and even this year, to be honest, when we thought we were finished dealing with it, and we're still being impacted by both COVID and flus, and a smaller workforce that stretched further. It impacted massively in the sense that you had to ask people to do more under pretty trying circumstances. That said, a lot of people also turned their attention back to their homes and their gardens, and they were ready for something positive.
Yes.
So we actually felt the love from a lot of people who were just happy to look forward to something positive on a Friday night. And the great thing about our show, we only celebrate people. We celebrate great ideas.
And you're still number one.
You're still number one. Well, most watched. I don't know if we get the gong tonight, but to be honest, it doesn't matter. Like, for 29 seasons, 28 years, people have actually made us part of their routine. And you feel it when you go out in public and people shop of all age groups, and it doesn't matter what they're like or what they're doing in their lives. They all have a memory to do with Better Homes and Gardens. So you just realise it's a real privilege to work on.
And you have done the Logies a lot of times. You are a friend of TV Blackbox.
Yes, I am.
So tell me your most outrageous Logie story.
Oh, gosh. It's about 30 years of them, so we could be here a while.
We've got time.
We've got time. Most outrageous. God, I wish I'd had prep for this. I would have think of something. I do remember the Logies where there was a supposed undies twirled around somebody's head and flung across a room. Without naming names, it was well documented at the time. That was pretty special to witness. We had lots of moments of our own team. We had Rob Palmer one year, a type 1 diabetic, got all the way up the red carpet. Diabetes is affected by adrenaline. Got into the room and realised he'd left his insulin back at the hotel.
No.
So we had this absolute panic to get insulin. We had another year where it was like as if the wardrobe gods had decided to overlook us, and we had everyone's outfits just break. I had like a sleeve fell off my dress, Jason's pants split, I think Tara's heel fell off, and then she just pulled out this kid out of a purse and MacGyvered everyone back together. So there's lots of moments like that where we were only laughing. We went out to a team dinner last night because we haven't seen each other in the one room for ages and ages, and we were just rolling with laughter at some of the stories of those classic moments that have happened over the years.
Well, look, the hangover should be done by about this time next week, so have a lovely Logies show. It's so good to see you again.
Too.
I can't tell you.
Thank you for everything.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm Rob from...
Loving it.
Thank you. Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Lovely. Well, welcome to TV Blackbox.
Love it.
Oh, I guess the Logies are here too.
Yeah.
But how good does it feel to be back at the Logies?
I was just saying before, it just feels brilliant to celebrate our industry because the industry has not had a lot of support,
Yes.
but the industry kept everybody going,
Yes.
kept us alive, kept everybody alive, and I think the arts are so important. It's not just about celebrating and doing great shows, it's about how important the arts are, and I feel like the last couple of years have really cemented that.
Although it's interesting, isn't it? You were just getting over COVID and the pandemic as far as a production, or so you thought from a production point of view.
Yes.
And now you're dealing with this whole building crisis.
Yeah.
How hard's that been for the production?
It's been pretty tricky. Like I went through it last year with my production, and everything was sort of like double the price, and
Yes.
really hard. Now it's 3 times the price.
Yes.
Certain things, availability, things that you want to get can't get, and there's a lot of pressure in the fact that the actual, not just decorating stuff, the build materials are a real struggle. So there's a lot of pressure on the contestants, but also the production
Yes.
company, and yeah.
But you know what's great about the Logies night? It's a time to let your hair down and have some fun. So what time will you finish up tonight, dear? Or tomorrow morning, or
I
the
may
day
not
after?
go to bed. I might do a Carl Stefan over.
We do call that a Carl now.
I call it a Carl, so...
If you do go the whole night, you just have to walk out the back of the Today Show, do a quick flash, and then you'll have your place in TV
quick
history.
flash?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I might just show my heel. No,
Have a
I'll
great
keep it
Logies.
clean. You too. Thank you so much.
James Tobin.
My friend, I wanted to come and say g'day. I listen to your podcast all the time, and I love watching your rise and rise. It has been fantastic.
My friend, I can't ask for anything more. Well, welcome to TV Blackbox.
Yeah, I love that you talk about it being the TV industry's dirty little secret, because I don't really talk to other people in the industry about what they're listening, but I love listening. It's great.
Oh, mate, you're very kind. You always have been, and it's been great watching your career go from strength to strength as well.
Thank you. Well, I'm just excited to be back at the Logies. I haven't been to the Logies in Queensland. Last time I was in Melbourne. I think the last year it was there. So I'm with the Better Homes and Gardens team. We're going to sit down, and it'll just be nice to see people that no one has seen for 3 years, you know.
Well, Joanna Griggs was just saying, even the team of Better Homes and Gardens haven't seen each other, so it will be a big night for you guys catching
It feels
up.
like a school excursion. Like we got on a bus from the hotel, we were sort of taking photos, and then we're here walking the carpet. Now we're going to have dinner together and get home early, you know?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Do you believe me?
No, not at all. Congratulations on all your success.
Thanks,
you know I
you
love
too.
you. You know I'm a fan. So
thanks,
have
mate.
a great Logies, mate, because
Thank you.
It's here, it's still going, and that is a big achievement.
Thank you. I wait to see you producing a show again. I'm sure it's going to be around the corner, mate.
Thank you, mate. Good, Shelly, how are you?
Very well, Thank you.
We're with Shelly from pretty much everything. You used to do everything, but...
I used to do everything. Now I specialise, don't I? Yes.
I was just saying the block has had a tough year. The entertainment industry has had a tough couple of years. For the block now, with building supplies and everything like that, production has struggled through it, hasn't it?
Well, like any build around the country and in fact around the world, we're struggling with tradies, we're struggling with getting supplies, and it really hit us as we kicked off shooting the series this time. So Scotty's building his own house there as well, so he's feeling the pinch, as are our contestants. Me, I still float in and float out, have a great time.
Now, you are a Logies legend, all right?
That means I've been around a long
We've all
time.
been around. Are we allowed to talk Logies wardrobe malfunctions?
Yeah. I've had a couple.
When did you find out about the big one?
What was the big one? Oh, the nip slip.
The nip slip.
When Kyle and Jackie O called me the next morning.
Oh, how did you feel?
Oh, I didn't care less.
And this is what I love about you.
The moment was gone.
There's worse things that can happen at a Logies, aren't
Is there?
Well,
I'm sure I've witnessed worse. I've never been involved in worse.
I have a theory about the Logies. The first time you go, you get way too drunk and you make a fool of yourself. The second, well, this is my experience.
Okay, your experience, yes.
Second time, sober as a judge, and you watch everyone else make a fool of themselves. The third time, you find the balance, and that's where you go from there.
So if I'm at 23, what does that mean?
You just keep going in a perpetual loop.
Around and around. No, I was lucky that when I kicked off, I was still a child on a kids' cartoon show. So, this is a work night. It's a great night, but it is a work night. So I try to keep it pretty tidy.
Not everyone treats it like that.
Well, that's their problem.
What's your favourite thing about the Logies?
I think this, and I wouldn't have said this a few years ago, but the fact we haven't been on the red carpet for a couple of years, it is really, honestly, truly lovely to see everyone out and about again.
Yeah.
I've sort of forgotten that this world even existed.
Yeah.
So it's nice to dress up and catch up with some old friends from old shows and just have a good night. It's TV's night of nights, whether you love it or hate it, it's what we do to celebrate our industry. And that's
people
all
are watching because they love it. Here's the thing. People do love the TV industry. You can't get caught up on the Twitterati bringing everything down.
See, I don't have Twitter either, so I'm
okay, so you're out of it. You're
if
not
a tree falls in the woods, I don't know.
The thing is, you are one of the best. You are so professional, and I've worked with you at 9. I've seen you do so many amazing things on air and behind the scenes, and seriously, there's none better than you. So congratulations.
Well,
on the
you've
success.
made my night. Thank you.
Hey, and I don't bullshit. If I don't believe it, I won't say it, right?
I can't believe you brought up the nip slip.
Oh, of
like,
course
how
I
many
did.
years has that been?
I saw Shelly. I'm sorry, Shelly. It was the first thing that popped into my head.
That's sad. You gotta get out more. You gotta get out.
Says more about me than it does you.
Well, it's not gonna happen tonight.
No, I was about to say, you've taken precautions.
I have, yes. I'm very wary.
My wife's going to kill me for asking that question. Claudia Carbon, welcome
Hello.
to TV Blackbox. How good is it to be back at the Logies?
I think that they've found their spiritual home in the Gold Coast.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it sort of suits it. And look, I'm here with the whole Bump cast and producers, so it's like being on school camp. It's so much fun.
Well, you always find these shows that just connect with people and then get the recognition at events like this.
I'm gonna get
How does that feel?
I feel like we get a lot of feedback. I mean, now that there's social media, like when Bump,
You see it like that?
oh, it's incredible. Like we spent a year developing and writing Bump, and then people binged it in about 5 hours,
Yes.
and then you could just follow the social media. So you actually get a lot of feedback, and thankfully with Bump, it was very positive and warm.
Well, it is great to have you at the Logies. Are you going to have a big night or a...
I don't usually have big nights anymore.
Well, I think after the 2 years we've had without Logies and the like, tonight is the night to break that rule.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Tell them Rob sent you. Have a good
Okay.
night, Claudia. Tim McDonald, Rob McKnight, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too. Thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure. Welcome to TV Blackbox.
Lovely to be here.
lovely to be anywhere at this time after the pandemic, isn't it?
Last time I was here on the Gold Coast was for Toolies, so it is nice to be here at an official function.
And how are you feeling being at the Logies? Like, this is it. This is the top of the entertainment tree in Australia.
This is my first Logies. I know you would have been at a couple, being
at a few.
A senior week. So any tips?
Okay, I was just saying before, here's the way it happened for me over the course of 3 Logies. First one, I got way too drunk.
Right.
I hugged Shaynna Bent. No, I sat on Shaynna's lap. I hugged Laurie Oates. So, that was... and I annoyed Roy and HG. Second Logies...
By not sitting on their laps?
Yeah, I think they got
Yeah,
upset.
right. Okay, there you go.
Then second Logies went totally sober.
Yep.
And wasn't as enjoyable. Third time I found the right balance. So I say you've got to do it in that order.
So somewhere between being sober and sitting on Shaynna Bent, that's the range. All right, hopefully I get in that sweet spot.
Mate, I've got to say the cheap seats is doing great.
Thank you.
The second season. I had some concerns during the first season. But, mate, you guys have pulled it together. It's a great show. It always had potential. I really think you're hitting your strides.
Thanks, Rob. We're trying to
I know you care what I think, but
no,
anyway.
some 10 executives have said very similar things. So, no,
they were reading TV Blackbox.
Exactly. No, it's great. We're having a lot of fun, and we're trying to get better every week and week. When we started, we launched up against a small show called the Olympics. Never a good sign. But week by week, we're just having heaps of fun and building a nice, small little community of viewers, and hopefully that keeps going for a couple of years.
Well, mate, I would love to see a show like that go Monday to Thursday at 9 o'clock. I think there's an appetite there. I wish you every success. Have a great Logies.
Thank you, Rob. All the best.
Cheers. Rowena Wallace, Rob McKnight from TV Blackbox. It's great to see you again.
Thank you.
As a Gold Logie winner, you get to come to this event every year, except the last 2 years when it hasn't been on.
Well, exactly, yes. That's why I'm so thrilled to come tonight, because you sort of miss not being in the thick of the action, and I live a long way away from the action these days, and I thought, I've got to be there, you know.
I'm so glad you are.
Yeah, so am I. I really am.
And what is it like walking the red carpet, seeing all these people? Because the entertainment industry did it tough for the past 2 years during COVID.
Oh, tough isn't the word. I mean, there just hasn't been an industry, really.
Yeah.
But I think that is going to change. I think it is.
We're back, you reckon? The industry's back.
The industry is back, and we've got so many young people who are so talented and driven, and they love the industry and they've got passion.
Yes.
And that's what we need. And I don't know, I wish I could do something for them all, but...
Well, being here talking about it is doing something, good on you.
Yeah.
And, you have earned your stripes. You are a Gold Logie winner, and you come back every year, and you're always here, and we love you for it. So
bless you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Have a great Logies. So good to see you, Sarah Harris. I'm straight into it. We're on TV Blackbox.
Oh my God, we're live. How are you?
I'm great.
Look at this man. Look how spiffy he is.
It's time we updated the photo where everyone thought I was your boyfriend.
No, but I'm really skinny in that photo, so can we just keep it for a little while? How are you? It's back. It's so nice to see everyone again. Like 2 years of COVID hiccups. It's like a big reunion, isn't it? It's like schoolies with better dresses. And better champagne.
I don't know. I had a better dress at schoolies, but Sarah, it is so good to see you doing so well. You're part of the 10 family. They love you, and you're just kicking goals. And I remember the first time we walked the red carpet in Melbourne together.
Yep.
And now you're back every year, and it's just part of what you do now.
Well, do you remember, Rob, the very first Logies I was supposed to come to? You had to come in my place.
That's how I got a ticket.
That's how we got a ticket. And you might want to cut this out. Depends on how nice.
We'll use it all.
Well, it might be a bit depressing for the night, but I had a miscarriage that night, and I was carrying twins. I didn't realise it, and Paul, my beautiful boy, was born a little while after that. But I remember calling you and saying, "Boss, I can't come tonight. I'm unwell." And you're like, "Oh, don't you pull out on me." And as soon as I told you what was up, you're like, "Sure, mate.
Oh, no,
whatever you want,
different.
take the week. How much time do you need?" It's always kind of plays on me, that moment. It's strange. It's weird.
I know exactly, and I know exactly where I was. I was in a car driving from the airport to the hotel when that call came through. I remember it distinctly.
You're actually flaking again.
Yeah.
I wasn't flaking. I had a very good excuse.
But, mean, that is just part of the tapestry of television,
Right.
you know, and that, you know, the highs and lows, and when you're going through personal stuff, you know, it's all part of it, right?
Yep.
But then you did get to walk the Logies the year after.
I did, and the year after that, and it's still so surreal. I still haven't quite got used to it.
And remember when you were nominated and I gave you the tip on how to tell if you won?
Yes, and apparently it's a very mean thing to do, but I love it.
Why
I
is
tell
it?
everyone, because you look for it.
Yeah.
Like I looked for it.
There's a tip. You know you've won. You know if you're nominated for a Logie and they're doing the nominees are, you know if you won, if the jib that sits above in the ceiling, if that's pointing at your table, you've won. If it's at another table, you've lost. And remember that moment?
Yeah. Can I say that? So when I was nominated, my one and only time of being nominated, I still remember, I looked at Rob. Rob just looked up and he went, there's no jib and no Logie for you.
Oh, you've hurt my sides.
Bloody funny though.
Look, it's one of
had
those
some fun.
TV memories, right?
Oh
You know,
yeah. We've had a ball here before. Like we've had so much fun at tables. Denise Drysdale bringing her own lemon and Vegemite.
Oh yeah, that's
Remember?
right.
And yeah, because she likes to bring her own condiments.
Yeah, she
to
doesn't
these
rely
things.
on the food at
And
the.
do you remember that time, well, halfway down the red carpet in Melbourne, and Ding Dong decided she needed to change her underwear, and she brought spare pairs of underwear. She goes, I'm very sweaty, and I understand it. It's a very sweaty nether region after walking the red carpet, that's for sure.
Oh, Sarah Harris, there's a whole article just in this interview. Dale, we'll have a proper catch up soon,
I'd love
but
to
you
see
take
you.
care. You know I love you. James, SBS, kicking goals. How do you feel running the place now?
Mate, it's an immense privilege as always, and tonight in particular, 8 nominations, the most in the organisation's history, and a real statement of intent by a network that really wants to reflect contemporary Australia.
Now, SBS is its own little entity. How does it stand out? How does it continue to stand out in a world of social media? How does it stand out as far as what you deliver to audiences?
Well, you just have to look at the nominations tonight, Rob. I mean, a really distinctive offer, telling stories that no one else is telling, giving voice to communities who are otherwise unheard, and really understanding the role we can play to help all Australians understand and appreciate the contemporary Australia that we all have the joy of living in.
Well, congratulations on the new role. I think you're going to do great things. We're watching a TV Blackbox. We're always watching you.
Rob. Thank you so much.
Have a great
Take care.
Logies. Is it your first Logies?
It's my second, mate.
Ah, cheers. So you're on the probably sober tonight?
Of course, always, Rob.
Hamish, Rob McKnight, how are you?
Very
TV
good, Rob.
Blackbox. Brickman, how are you?
you.
Just come over. You're on TV Blackbox. How are we, boys?
We're great. How you feeling, Ryan?
Awesome.
Ready to rock?
Now, Ryan, you're the man of the hour. Oh, sorry, you're up for a gold as well, I think, or something.
I'd give it all to Ryan.
No, the truth is, I'll probably build my own gold Logie.
You've done that before, haven't you?
Well, I'm about to do it again tonight because someone will actually have the real McCoy.
Do you think he's a winner tonight?
I hope so.
Hamish, if you do win the gold, what does it mean for you?
Look, honestly, I will give you
that was actually me being genuine.
I'll give you a genuine answer because whilst it's lovely and it has a lot of history to it. I really think it is about Lego Masters and what that show has been for us. This is our first time at the Logies for Lego Masters, even though we've done 4 seasons. So
well, it's been for 2 years.
Yeah,
The Logies hasn't been
2 years off, and then we also aired just before the Logie, so it was out of contention.
Yeah.
So it does feel like I'm so glad we get this moment to kind of honour the show and what it's given us.
Do you think social media will play a big part if you do win? You've got a big following.
I do. I can't say I campaigned.
No,
as such.
nobody campaigned this year. I mean, back in 2012, I did lots of promos for Carl Stefanovic to win a gold.
Yeah.
There's no campaigning like that anymore.
I don't know. I feel like no one really discussed it, but I was sort of like, if you want my honest opinion, I'm like, if it really is about the show and stuff, of course, let people know.
So you'll be accepting the award?
Oh, certainly won't. So it sounds like I haven't got it. Yeah. But you're sort of like, look, if you can tell people the voting's on and whatever, but I think if you campaign hard, it kind of becomes who can campaign the hardest rather than anything about TV.
And look, you've got a good show. People love it, so congratulations on it all. Have a great Logies. Are you having a big one?
Hopefully.
Are you doing a Carl? That's the question.
I mean, that's the top of the thermometer, isn't it? We'll tap out at about 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Then there's a Carl.
Yeah, Lego melts at about there, so yeah.
Thank you, guys. Have a great night. Sophie Monk, Rob McKnight, TV Blackbox. How are you, my darling? Well, you've appeared on a couple of my shows over the years.
Yeah, I know.
How are you going?
I'm good. I'm excited for tonight. Just to see everyone again.
Now, how good is it to have the Logies back?
It's so good. And free food, alcohol, no one doesn't like that.
Sophie, do you do a Carl? Do you have a big Logies each year, or do you?
I don't. I go home after normally and eat a burger, you know, because sometimes you have to not have a burger to fit in the dress.
Now, I've got spies everywhere, and I hear the new series of Beauty and the Geek is going rather well.
It is so good this season.
I actually, it's interesting hearing some of the stories and some of the competitions that are going on, but it seems to me like it actually does seem to be a really interesting and eclectic bunch of geeks this year.
It definitely is, and the beauties. Don't underestimate them either.
No, I never would.
Yeah.
I never would, Sophie. But you're really coming to your own on the 100 as well.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon you need to be there every week.
Well, I think I'm nearly there every
pretty
week
much.
anyway.
Hey, look, have a great Logies.
Thanks.
What have you missed the most about the Logies?
Seeing all my friends,
Yeah.
you know, and getting
It's a
dressed
great night
up.
for that.
And, yeah.
Well, you have a great night. Congratulations. And seriously, I genuinely have heard Beauty and the Geek is looking great this year.
Thank you.
Good on you,
Good to
Sophie.
see you.
How are you?
Joel Creasy, you've dressed down for the night.
I have. I thought it's a bit more arias perhaps, but yeah, I'm going with it anyway.
Well, what were you getting up to? You got the pearl necklace.
I know, I popped past Ray Ma's room and he's certainly already won his gold Logie, let me tell you.
How good is it to be back at the Logies?
It's so good to be back, and I think people are going to get really loose tonight because there hasn't been one in, 2 years? So.
Oh, I think all phones should be checked in
Absolutely.
and given in 24 hours time.
Well, I've done, because I'm so kind, I've actually gifted portable phone chargers to everyone on my table because, you know, everyone's on their phone the whole show.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah. So they're Kate, Tim and Joel phone chargers. So good for the radio
so you're
station
using a
too.
bit of branding.
Absolutely.
I'm aware of what you do.
Yeah.
I keep up with your career. How is the show going?
It's
number
going
one in
great.
drive, I
Yes,
believe.
it's going great. We just got back from Wellington, hence why my voice is a bit scratchy. I haven't had a whole heap of sleep, but it's been wonderful.
Well, mate, have a great Logies.
Thank you
because
so much.
It is such a special night doing the Logies.
Yeah,
and,
it'd be
and
great.
enjoy it.
Yeah, oh, thank you. You look very handsome.
Well, thank you, so do you. You take care, my friend.
Thank you, you too.
Leigh Sales, Rob McKnight.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
How are you, my darling?
Yeah, good. Very nice to meet you.
So this is your last Logies. Once you leave 7:30, that's it. It's over. You're not allowed back.
It's going to be tracksuit pants, and next year I'll be watching with a big bag of burger rings at home.
Somehow, I think with the projects you're doing, you will be back. How are you feeling? It's getting close.
Oh man, I think it's going to be increasingly emotional because I've got 2 weeks left, and so after 11 and a half years, that's going to be huge. I think to actually sign off, even though I feel like it's time.
I don't feel like it's time. We will miss you, and I genuinely mean that.
That's
You know,
very
when you
nice
first came on, it was a big deal. You made that show your own. They took away the report, big major rebranding.
I never quite understood why they did that. I still call it the 7:30 report myself.
Mulk, I get in trouble all the time from Mulk because I'll say the 7:30 report. He's like, it's 7:30, Rob.
I know, it is called 7:30, but I still say 7:30 report, so I give you my imprimatur to call it 7:30.
Thank you very much. How are you feeling being back at the Logies? It's such a great thing, isn't it, to have them back?
It's so fun to be here, and I really enjoy seeing all my buddies from other networks.
Yeah.
That's my favourite for me. I spend a lot of the evening actually pretending that I need to go to the toilet so I can just stand outside the main room and talk to people.
Well, I was about to say, as an investigative journalist, you need to be careful where you go and what you look at.
Exactly, that's right. Don't want to get caught in any compromise.
Leigh, you're a legend. Thank you for the last 12 years on the show and all the other stuff you've done. And I genuinely wish you the best success.
That's lovely.
We love you at TV Blackbox.
Oh, that's so much nice. Thank you very much.
I think you're okay, but they love you. They love you.
Thank you very much.
Have a great Logie.
Thank you.
Hello, girls.
Hello.
Welcome to TV Blackbox.
Thank you. I've been waiting.
We've been waiting for you, Rob.
Yes.
Well, I've been waiting for you too. Now, Estelle, before we start this,
Yes.
I need you to know something.
Yes.
Everything Tim has done and said is wrong, and you are right. 100% you are right.
I feel a bit shocked, so I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Reggie will tell you I don't bullshit, so when I tell you that, so when Tim comes, I'll tell him the same thing. No, I do like Tim, but I don't like the game he's played, and I don't like the way you've been bullied in the house, basically. So, you know, we love you, and I know how your journey goes, but I think you're brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you. It's not about being right or wrong. We're just trying to have the best experience that we can. Life is not fair, Rob. Life is not fair, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Now, Reggie, you know, you and I go way back.
Yes.
It's good to see you on the red carpet.
I know.
It feels very weird interviewing you in this kind of scenario.
It's weird. We're made. She's royalty.
She is royalty. And here's the thing, and Estelle, you can attest to this.
Yes.
Because the Channel 7 publicist was telling me everybody wants to talk to you guys and Reggie. You know, like they really want to talk to you, Reggie.
I was saying to Estelle, I said, they'll get us on the carpet first. They'll rush us through. We're like, we're nobody. We're nobody. And they're like, no. And I said to Estelle, we're going on a bit later. Like, and
You're in the prime time.
Yeah, I know. We've been humbled by how much support we have outside because we were used to being inside last time while it was going on.
When you did the original house, did either of you get to go to the Logies?
Yes. Reggie did. I did.
So this is a first for you.
Yeah, I got to.
All right, there are rules to the Logies.
Tell me.
You have to drink as much as you possibly
yes,
can.
Oh my God, really? Reggie's already got that memo.
You hug everyone. You sit on their. This is what I did on my first Logies, right?
Yeah.
True story. I've told this story many times tonight. I sat on Yana Vent's lap. I hugged Laurie Oakes.
Yes.
And I annoyed Rowan HG. That was my first
Rowan
Logies.
HG. Oh my God.
They said, shut up!
Well, I think you had the full experience then, hey?
Sorry?
You had the full experience.
Oh, yeah, the second year I went sober.
I'm taking notes.
Yeah.
I got voted the worst dressed at my last Logie.
Oh, I thought you were about to say this is fabulous.
I got voted the worst dressed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I nearly
that's because you're blind, Reggie. You don't know what you're putting on.
I had no excuse. I nearly had my bum out.
There's only so many people I could make that joke with.
I know, that's so true. Oh, that's so funny. Well, that's why I nearly walked around with my bum out, because Reggie couldn't tell me my bum was out. But luckily, PR got there in time, not for me to have a Janet Jackson moment.
It has been a different experience this time, Estelle.
Yes,
you know,
it has.
I heard you talking about nominations, but from coming out and now it's going to air, I mean, you get to watch it as it's going to air, which is amazing. And, you know, you've come out with one perception, and now you're seeing what's really been going on. But now that you're out and people are seeing it, what is the reaction?
To be honest, it's funny because my intuition was so strong. So even though what we're seeing comes as a shock, it's actually not that shocking. It's what I was feeling, what I was seeing. And I feel quite supported in that, you know, what I'm feeling people are also seeing. So it's kind of like my intuition, like Reggie's, is generally on point. So it's not a shock.
Yeah.
But it's still really nice to have that support and just kind of go, oh, I wasn't just crazy. This is actually what was happening, and I acted accordingly most of the time. So I'm pretty proud of that.
Absolutely. What table? Do you know what table number you're at tonight?
Don't know. We're hoping we're sitting with Sonia, but she is on 5 shows.
Yes,
so.
well, that's true. But here's my piece of advice. Whatever table these two are at, this is where the trouble will be. This is the table to watch. Girls, have a great Logie. Seriously, just enjoy it. It's such a fun. You take care of yourself. Tony, you have been the white knight of breakfast television. I've never known a sports presenter to come in and take over the format like you have.
Oh, that's really nice to say, bro. I mean, I'm just trying to be myself, really. I think everyone's kind of cottoned on to the fact I've got no idea what I'm doing, and maybe that's why they watch.
That's the beautiful thing, Tony.
Because maybe they're like, it's like a car crash; they can't take their eyes off it.
You're underselling yourself.
But yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty wild 18 months. That's for sure. Walking a Logie's red carpet was never on the bingo card either.
Have you done this before?
No, well, I've only been doing it for 18 months, like in total.
And we haven't had a Logies during that time.
Yeah, I mean, is that Deborah Mailman? Is that I'm your biggest fan.
TV Blackbox, Rob McKnight, hello.
He keeps following me around. I don't know what to do.
I'd worry about him. You seem to be having fun, and that's the key, right?
I mean, you can't take this too seriously, can you? Have a look at it. I mean, you can't take this too seriously.
Where else does this happen?
it's weird as. I mean, you just gotta have a laugh, don't you? And see it for what it is, which is a lot of super talented people together in a room, together in a room, celebrating an industry that's struggled a little bit in the last couple of years.
Absolutely.
But it's, of course, weird as. So, like, why not have fun?
Well, we'll know how much fun you've had tonight when we see whether you turn up at the wrong show. They're all broadcasting from around here tomorrow.
Well, I spoke to Carl earlier, and I've told him I took tomorrow off, but I told him I'm willing to stand in for him if things go awry.
The beauty is watching Carl do his thing. Tony, have a great Logies.
Thanks, Brock. Cheers, mate.
And seriously, congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
Good on you, mate. Hey, Lachie, Rob McKnight from TV Blackbox. How are you?
Going good,
I almost said
thank you.
Rob McKnight from The Voice, but that's you. So, you know.
Lachie, yeah. How you going?
How's it going?
It's going well, mate.
Is this your first Logies?
Absolutely, it is. Yeah.
Ah, you're in for a big night then.
My first red carpet, let alone
really?
Logies. Yeah, never walked a red carpet. So.
Did you know it took so long to walk such a short distance?
Mate, there's a little blockage up there. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it took a while to get through.
Mate, the key is pace yourself tonight. It's a big night.
I need advice.
My first Logies, I made the mistake of getting complete wasted.
Right, so don't do that.
Don't do a McKnight, don't do a Carl. That's what we say.
So relax. One drink at a time.
Bit of water.
Water, drink. Water.
Yeah. You'll have a great time.
I like the advice.
Mate, coming off The Voice, going to this, it's everything, isn't it?
It's pretty crazy, to be honest. Like, I enjoyed the win for a couple of days, and then after that, I just started getting to work. I have a lot of music that I've written that I really need to record and get out to people. So that was my main goal, and this stuff is just sort of...
Mate, these are the trappings you just enjoy along the way.
Yeah, just try and take it all in. It's pretty nuts. I didn't realise it would be this crazy, to be honest. But,
it gets crazier.
I'm loving it.
The after parties.
Oh, there you go.
Mate, have a great Logies.
Thank you so much.
Seriously, congratulations. Totally deserved.
Thank you heaps. I appreciate that. Thank you. Enjoy your night. Thank you.
Ada, Rob McKnight from TV Blackbox. How are you?
Hi, Rob. How you going?
Good, thanks. Ada, you're a Campbelltown girl, aren't you?
Yeah, a Minnow girl.
I'm a Minto boy.
No
I was going to say I'm a Minto girl. I'm a Minto boy.
You're a Minto girl. What school did you go to?
Sarah Redfern.
So did I.
I know.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. What year?
Well, I repeated you 12.
So how old are you?
I'm 49.
Oh, okay, so I'm 45.
So yeah, you were a few years younger.
Yeah.
Then went off and did the big time and all that kind of stuff.
I did, yes, I did.
But I lived up in Minto in the Housing Commission and all that kind of stuff.
Right, there you go.
When you look back about being a minnow girl.
Minnow, yeah, you got to say minnow.
Yeah. And where you are now, you're on the Logies red carpet. I mean, what do you think back to that girl?
Oh, look, I remember watching the Logies when Kylie and Jason were winning all those awards and Bert Newton was hosting, and I'd tape it and I'd watch it, and I never ever imagined that I'd be here and I would come so many times and then I'd be presenting and then I'd be nominated. Like, it just is amazing. Like, you know, it just as a little kid,
I
like
get it.
having it's great. Like, and you must feel the same. So I never take it for granted.
The idea that people like us get to go to the Logies, be inside. I mean, you've achieved a lot, obviously.
Yeah.
But even just going to something like this wasn't part of our world.
Absolutely not part of our world. So I do not take it for granted at all. And I get super excited about it. And I've come to maybe 20 or 30 Logies now. And I still get really excited about it.
And how late do you go through the night?
Oh, like the whole night.
She's a minnow girl.
Yeah.
Have a great Logies, and nice to officially meet you.
Yeah, that's amazing. Look at me. What a small world. That's crazy. You don't meet people from Minto.
I know.
One year I was talking to Paul McDermott from your position, and he said, look, it's just rope. He said, come on.
Oh, it's that easy. Oh, don't see, it's not that easy. I'm falling. It's not that easy. I'm staying on my side, Tom.
So I stepped over and I actually walked into the ceremony. I got to the front desk. They said, what's your name? I said, Josh Thomas, because no one knew who he was.
Yes, and you got in? Oh, I went on Peter Overton's ticket one year.
Oh, yeah.
True story. Tom.
Yes.
Gold Logie nominee again.
Yes.
But you haven't campaigned as hard this year.
No, well, there's no campaign.
That's the rule?
Yeah, I learnt my lesson.
Well, by winning.
Yeah. No, well, I don't want to ruin the Logies again, so I'm not campaigning this time.
Except I saw your anti-campaign video where you said, wouldn't it just piss them off if I did win?
No, well, I was being pretty clear. I was being very clear. I said, don't vote because it'll be annoying, and if Channel 9, 7 and 10 don't win anything, that would really upset them. So obviously, I'm saying don't do that because it would be mean-spirited.
Maybe I'm like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. I don't get sarcasm. It felt like sarcasm to me.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, well, no, it was from the bottom of my heart. Don't vote for me.
But can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
I know you ran the campaign. I know you took the piss.
Yeah.
Do you have contempt for the Gold Logie, or was it actually something special to win it?
It was really special to win it. I actually think it came across in the speech if you listen to it closely, but I think everyone was too busy clutching their pearls to listen properly.
I agree.
Because if you listen to what I said, I mean, the main thing I was saying was, you're allowed to be entertaining, aren't you? So if you're going to campaign, that's still media. Campaign in an entertaining way. When you give a speech, you're on TV.
Correct.
Still a TV show.
Correct.
So say something that people will enjoy.
And this idea of campaigning, mate, I did the promo campaigns for Carl Stefanovic in 2012. He won the Logie with the publicity and promo campaign. It's not a new thing.
No, that's right.
And it's all's fair in love and war.
In fact, me winning proved that it wasn't rigged.
Correct.
Because
we know they wouldn't have wanted that.
The industry did not. No one wanted the ABC to win the Gold Logie.
Let me ask you about that, though, right?
Yeah.
Because there were some people, you said clutching their pearls, that how dare, you've ruined it for other people who should have won that year. That's not what it's about. It's a people's vote.
That's right. But I've learned in the meantime that I think the Logies is actually the commercial TV awards. I think ABC's here for colouring.
ABC's always won a lot of awards at the Logies.
No, I know that, but I think that we're supposed to be the vegetables. And the commercials are supposed to be the steak.
Gotcha.
So we're here for nutrition and fibre.
Well, mate, I'm all for it. I think you ran a great campaign for Dania, for yourself, and you know how to use the medium. And who'd have thought a show like Hard Quiz would be one of the biggest shows on television, pure and simple.
Yeah, well, a lot of people keep saying Hamish Blake's going to win tonight, but what they forget is Lego Masters and Hard Quiz rate about the same.
Yeah, that's true. True.
Now, they didn't before, but they're close.
Well, I'm wishing you good luck.
Thank you.
We'll see what happens. Have a great Logies, Tom.
If I win, all hell's going to break loose. You know that, don't you?
You're going to have to grab the Logie and run.
I'm going to run to the airport. I'll run straight to the airport.
Have a good Logies.
Thanks,
mate.
Rob.
Patti and Lauren, welcome back to the Logies. How's it feeling?
A bit emotional, really.
I was about to say, it's the first Logies that he hasn't been here.
Well, the thing is, I would only want him here if he was comparing it, and he probably wouldn't be doing that. So I'm paying a lovely tribute to him because they're naming an award after him. So I guess, in a way, he's got his two best fans sitting in the audience, and hope we enjoy the show.
Now, I have a photo from a few years ago at the Logies where you had, was it Bert you had on your back?
I had, it was a cutout of TV Week,
That's
a cover.
right.
And so I had it sewn on the back because I said he wasn't well at the time, and I said that I wanted to bring a bit of Bert with me, so I did.
I love that.
On my back.
Oh, and now you've got it on your necklace as well today. Look, you guys know how loved he was from the whole country, and this is a turning point with the Logies tonight because he is the Logies, he was the Logies, he will forever be the Logies. No one else in Australian television will ever compare when it comes to giving so much to one event.
But they do it so differently now. They don't actually have a presenter. They just have lots
Which
of
I
presenters.
miss because he made that his own.
And he loved it because something always went wrong. And the wronger it went, the better he liked it.
And we all did. Well, look, guys, I know it's a big night for you guys. Just know that you have our love and have a great Logies, okay? Sending you both much love. Sonia Kruger, my darling, how are you?
Hello, Rob McKnight. I'm very well.
You know my vote is behind you.
Is it really?
Well, we talked on 4BC.
Oh, we did too, yes.
You took my call. Carl snubbed me.
That's right.
And he seems to have snubbed me again.
No.
So I'm putting all my chips on you now.
Okay.
Friendship goes a long way.
And I hope you don't lose the house.
Well, the problem for me, Sonia, is I'm usually bad luck, so I don't know if this is good or bad for you.
It's funny because I was just talking to somebody about sports bet and how, I think when it started, I was like a rank outsider, and now I'm like a sweeper, apparently.
Oh, they're saying you've got a chance.
They're saying, apparently. Who would know?
Oh, right? Fabulous. How are you feeling with the Logies back? Because it's pretty special, isn't it?
It is. I feel equal parts kind of excited and nauseous tonight because while you want to win, Rob, you don't actually want to have to get up on stage and give a speech at all.
Do you want me to share the secret on knowing how you win or not?
Yes, tell me. Oh, whether there's a camera right there?
The jib.
But the jib.
Look for the one in the ceiling.
Excellent.
If it's pointed at you, you've won.
Oh my
if it's not, you haven't.
Well,
sorry, have I spoiled it for you?
No, I'll be there and they'll be like, what is she looking at?
What's she looking at? Hey, have a great night. I know you've got to get in
Thank
there,
you, Rob.
but
Yeah.
you know I love you. And seriously, you're on so many shows, you deserve to win the Logie. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Eddie.
Yes.
You're on 9 tonight.
Yes.
You're on 7 sometimes.
Yes.
Now you're on 10. Foxtel.
10.
Mate, you really are everywhere.
We've got some great work going on at Stan at the moment, and Disney coming up with documentaries, and of course Amazon have been our clients and doing great things. So it's an exciting time, and I think that's what it means, is that tonight shows that the last couple of years, while it's been hard in our industry, it's a growing and very vibrant industry. So great to be here.
I love my TV production, and what you guys did with the Warren Memorial.
Thank you.
It was amazing.
Well, I was on everyone that night, wasn't I? So that's what I mean. As I said, I'm happily just everyone's friend these days. But thank you for that. It was it was a seminal moment in Australian television. It was probably the biggest broadcast that's gone from Australia to the world.
Many years.
And we are delighted that we were able to capture the mood and the tone of the solemnity of the night with Warner's passing, but also the
Who
fun
also
of
made a big contribution to the TV industry.
Massive.
We all remember Warning. I mean, when he had his go at doing a Tonight Show.
But not only that, but don't forget he was there every day. Those test matches, he was on TV. Yep. He was the consummate entertainer. He was the real sports entertainer. One, in the way he did things. 2, his panache.
Yes.
And 3, then his larger life activities, off and on the ground.
Absolutely.
So Warner was a great entertainer. Thought about it deeply, and tonight I'm sure they'll pay tribute to him because
I should think so.
Alongside and the great Bert Newton, of course, who will be.
But how good is it to have the Logies back, Eddie?
It is great. Well,
we need this.
You have a look around, and there's great feeling here. There's the camaraderie is around, and as we was just talking, it is a vibrant industry. We've come here in the past at times, and you go, geez, there's not much going on.
Yeah.
Now you come here, and as you said, you go inside tonight. There is an Amazon table. There is a Paramount table. There is a Stan table. There's all these in Disney are here. All these big international names. Plus, 9 has become so big with all the different multi-channels and digital channels, and 7 and 10 and SBS. And
it's everywhere.
ABC.
It's all about content.
It is.
Have a great Logies.
Thanks, buddy.
It's good to see you again, Eddie. Have a great night. Will it be a big night, Eddie?
No.
Never is with you.
We're long past all that. Old campaign.
Sam Mack, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Rob?
This feels weird interviewing you. You're usually the interviewer.
I am, but I'm all for new experiences, so please be gentle with me. Actually, don't be gentle. Go as hard as you like.
Mate, your star has just continued to rise and rise.
You say that to all the people you interview.
So only the ones I like.
I heard you say that to the cleaner, and he is doing a great job. Well done to Giuseppe.
Well, let's be honest. You started at Breakfast TV Channel 10, and you went to another Breakfast TV and just exploded, and everyone discovered the wisdom, the wonder of Sam Mack.
Oh, thank you, Rob.
To the point where you managed to score yourself a Gold Logie nomination.
I did.
How did you do that?
I don't know. I mean, who knows how those nominations are selected? I think if you get one, you just smile and nod and run with it. And it was an amazing experience, and it actually feels nice coming here tonight, having been through that. I feel like a little bit less pressure tonight.
Yes,
it's very relaxed, and I feel like it's a bit of a reunion. We had a couple of years where we can't all catch up, so it's nice. And there's so many people. It's obviously from a TV perspective, it's good to chat, but then you become friends, as you know. You become friends, and it's a catch up, really, with a lot of alcohol.
Yes,
the best catch up.
A lot of alcohol.
So my tip is it's okay to get untidy at the Logies, just don't be the untidiest. You could be second untidiest.
That was the mistake I made.
Yeah, and that's why you won't be allowed in tonight. But hey, you had a good run. But I mean, no one remembers the second untidiest.
True.
They only remember the untidiest.
Very true. Mate, you have a great Logies.
Thanks, Rob.
And seriously, I see you filling in for Larry and all that. Congratulations on
Thank
your
you very
success.
much.
And I actually mean it this time.
I appreciate it. That's rare from you. Sincerity. Who would have thought? Thanks, mate. Good to see you.
Welcome back to the Logies, Roger.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
How important is it to have a night like this for the Australian industry?
Oh, I think it's pretty crucial. I think, look, it's fun. It's our kind of end of year wrap party, Christmas party, whatever you have. You catch up with people you haven't seen in a while, especially because of COVID. But you know, you work with people and you part ways and you do different shows, and then you get to come back and say hi, which is fun. But you know, it just reminds people how important Australian content is.
And how hard was it making that content during COVID?
Oh, look, it's hard. Less for me than the people who have to do the logistics.
Yeah.
You know,
So what you're saying, you just turn up, memorise your lines.
Look, I was producer on Doctor, but I'm more the creative kind of guy as opposed to, you know, having to make sure people arrive at the right time, the right location, and so forth. And when people did go down,
that's the hard part.
How you pivot and do other things and don't waste a hell of a lot of money doing it. And like they're the people, you know, the line producers and
that's the thing. Australian drama doesn't have the money of American drama, so you cannot afford to just wait for people.
No, you could have a location where one main actor or actress is there, and they go down because they're close contact.
Yes.
And you've lost that location. You only had it for one day. There's no coming back. That was it, you know. And then what do you do? So, it's been tough, but it's been, you know. But people did a great job to actually continue and very quickly change what they were doing, so we could get the content out. And look, I didn't agree with some of the rulings made over COVID that restricted some, the content laws in Australia. I don't think they were correct. I don't think if anything, people were home watching more television.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't think
it was good for the industry in some ways.
I don't think that the demand was waning at all. You know, if anything, you needed to support it.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing for that people who have that appetite is they're going to go other places for it.
Absolutely.
So
here's some more Australian TV.
Hopefully it changes soon.
Did you just give her the ass?
Give her the boot. I said I'd give her a rest. And she said, oh, great. Yeah. That was a nice thing, Rob. Would
So
you like
is
it
that
back
your
in?
partner?
Yeah.
He just gave his partner the ass. He said, get out. Come back in.
She's had to do so many. She's like, I said... And you can sit this one out as well.
Now, mate, I know this isn't the boxies. I know this isn't
it's not the boxies. It's not.
It's the second best thing.
Yeah.
TV Week Logie Awards.
I mean, nothing. It pales in comparison. So I don't know why. It's embarrassing they've tried to even put on this event. But in the deep shadow of the boxies.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mate, seriously, you found your show with the 100.
Yeah.
It's really going great guns.
Yeah.
I mean, you must be thanking your lucky stars you get to appear on it.
Oh yeah.
I have some incriminating photos of Andy. He has some.
That explains it.
Yeah.
But seriously, mate, it's a tough industry, you know. But you've found success with this show. I know Nine are very happy. I know there will be more. I hope I haven't let the cat out of the bag.
No, yeah.
Maybe you haven't heard that yet.
No.
Or maybe I'm just making it up.
Yeah, we've already started.
Giving us a scoop.
It's usually, hey, it's where people in the industry get their news.
That's true. No, we've already started season 3. We've started work on that. Everything you said is true. You never know with TV, and we've talked about this before.
Yes.
But you can take care in curating the idea, grab great people around you, and I'm thrilled that it had a great network that backed it. So yeah.
Mate, I just think you need to do more episodes per season. You know, like why can't it go year round?
Yeah, we feel so.
100 episodes for the 100.